It's just on. Can you guys hear me? Say yes. Type in yes for me if you guys can hear me. I'm having technical difficulties. Okay, good. All right. I have the right time here. Okay, so Guys, I wanted to come out tonight. You guys can go and help me share this video on Facebook. Whoever you guys think that can needs to listen to this, needs to know this, has been going on a spiritual journey. Lỡ mua cái nó nhiều xe ta nó bị hạt tiền lỡ cho cái lần thiệt chỉ tao ít thứ sĩ phu lỡ hạt tiền lần thiệt chỉ tao cho cái lỡ tụ khang một đầu cái nén dài like just to understand hạt tiền what they're working with, right? To understand what they're really working with, to understand where where this is all going in their lives right now, because they've been going on a spiritual journey. They don't know what's going on, and they've been having maybe paranormal activities, to different types of intangible activities in their lives, or even harsh activities that's been going on in the different areas of their life, like career, relationship issues, family conflict, to different things. Okay, so this is for whoever that is going on a journey right now, that has maybe been going on a journey maybe for the last 10-20 years. You guys can't get a hold of what's really tangible, intangible in that spiritual journey. Even though some of you may have a sifu, and it's still been hard for you to understand your journey, let alone trying to figure things out in the normal, or who I say the waking life. Okay. I will be doing some readings later on today on the video. I hope to pull up a couple cards for you guys and do a couple readings there for one question readings. Again, type in Juju Chi if you guys can all hear me. If you guys are here with me and been on with me, share the video, like, subscribe if you haven't already. I know there's a ton of people that are watching and that are not subscribing, so I just want to pull that out here and kind of let you guys know about certain things that are happening in our world, and it's very important for you guys to know about yin and yang. I am going to thank you so much, Ba Dao Cha, Ba Dao Cha, Cha. Okay. Warm blessings to those of you that are interactive with me on this live chat. I love the live chat because I can see what you guys are thinking, what you guys are saying. Again, questions also, I will answer some hopefully during the live here. So today I wanted to talk about yin and yang. So I will be talking in some Hmong and then some English. Shaya, Shayang. What is Shaya, Shayang? What is yin and yang? Okay, so the yang side, the ya side, or the yang side, right? We call it that. The origin. First, I want to say the origin of yin and yang. Okay, yin and yang has always been. Okay, yin yi zi mo shaya shayang, right? Yin yi zi mo shaya shayang. Du ji de zhou yin yi zi mo shaya. 沙鹰，伊莎你要知道呢，那要的我知道要去摸伊莎，鹰要去摸大木里这里，我里还包公园子都可以啊，都可以啊。沙呀沙鹰鹰一直摸 ，OK， 鹰一直那种我里很多记得到的鹰摸啊沙到 shadow right？ So there's always the light side, the dark side, the white side, the black side. Okay. So what is yin and yang? You know, shaya shayang yarachi. Shaya shayang yo cai to dia shaya ya deng shono. Okay, ya deng is dining. Ya deng is activity. Ya deng is day, is the sun. Ya deng is being active. Ya deng is having logic, having a ton of energies. Ya ding is external. Okay, it's external things. Ya ding is also thinking. You're actively thinking. Your brain is actively thinking. That's ya, sha ya. Ya ding is also dining or the waking life. Okay, where we know it as we know it. This waking life, material things. Ya ding is the masculine energies. Okay. Ya ding is also the lighted energies, okay? Yajing is also the active energies, if I haven't said that. Yajing is also from the body part, right? It's your frontal, and then Yang is on the back. So Ya is also initiating. So Yajing, okay? Really, lo lu mong te te be ha te sha ya na ya. Sha ya sha yang or ya te yang. De shi lo lu zhi zhang te ha te ya zhang yang do yang, okay? So ya zhang Doyang is the full words that you guys need to know if you guys haven't been taught already or don't know already. Okay, for those of you that are just going on the journey, Shaya Shayang means the lighted, the yang or the yang or the ya is your activity side, your waking life side, your tangible side, okay, from a shamanic perspective, okay. It's also your energetic side as well, okay, and it's all this from the body perspective. It is your frontal, okay, it is your front part of you, and is also the initiating part of you, which is also the active part of you, right? So everything active, everything waking life, everything tangible, that is Shaya, or the yang side, okay. The yin side, or Shayang, okay, we call it the yin side, or Shayang. That is the dark side, the side that is dormant, the side that is sleepy. It is not active. It is also the Jubli side, right? Shan Jubli, Sha, the spiritual side, or the intuitive side of you, the inner side of you, okay? And that is also the back side, okay? So it's also the receiving side and the side where the energy level is dormant. It is also this feminine part of you, okay? The feminine part of you. It is like the yang or the yang side, or shaya is the sun, and the yin side, or the shayang, is the moon side, okay? So you guys kind of get a perspective of the yin and the yang, okay? And you often will hear these the yin and the yang in the Tai Chi, Qigong, or Fali Chi. And when I do the Fali Chi energy exercises, I refer to the yin and the yang as well. Okay, because the yin and the yang, sha ya sha yang, onihai ya ding do yang, these two sides are very basic sides of sort of like the beginning of the world, okay? And it is also taught to us when we go into our spiritual journeys with our spirit guides. And typically spirit guides will come and teach. Sometimes some spirit guides will not teach yin and yang, but you will experience yin and yang energies as you go through your spiritual journeys, okay? So as you go through your spiritual journeys, you will experience yourselves to deal with the yin and the yang sides, the side where you are initiating and the sides where it is receiving, okay? You will also deal with very typical things such as dark energies and light energies. I've been talking about dark and the light all throughout my videos, okay? So deciphering the light from the dark, deciphering who is doing what, okay? Is it the active side, the yin side, the yang side, or is it the dormant side, the yin side that is doing certain things to cause whatever things that are going on, right? So that's the yin and the yang. Focusing in the shamanic aspect, right? We are focusing really on tangibility or non-tangibility. Is it normal or is it paranormal? Normal, we often think of it as our waking life. It's normal. We can see it, we can touch it, whatever, right? Bé có tàu sa nè là ya chăng, right? Sa ya chăng ya tin năng ya cho or ya bé có tàu bé tua tàu bé bỏ tàu nè bé lo khó mua kia. Sa ya chăng ya lino. Sa ya chăng ya sa or bé mu o lo la da ho lử. So ya chăng mu cứ nhẹ cứ chia mua cho xía cho bà ya sa ya chăng. We have life, right? We have living, we have breathing is the yang side. The yin side is sha yin or là do the đua yin. Sha đua yin ya sha or like bự trâu ra là do the một trâu sha trâu là the một trâu sha đua yin là đua yin. Typically it is related to đó ya du ya trâu là ya chi bỏ chỉ bỏ nên nó chạy tới để ya chụp ly san chụp ly là sa mua đa ya đa nên là ya lời ya đa củ đa nhảy mua dụng tàu ya đa san là sa yang. Okay, doesn't mean one or the other is good or bad. So chỉ chạy tới để ít sa有用chỉ chạy tới để ít sa有chỉ用the sa ya sa yang do ý khó cái thầu bê mù cỡ là do tiếng mua cái cỡ từ bê li quan nên quan dài lỡ khi là do khi đó bê cho cái hạt tiền khó tư do khó chân khó tư do khó chỉ chân do sai ya dân. Okay, sa ya chân giờ hạt tiền sổ ya chân kia nó có bao tờ tiền tụ tín nên tư do tụ chân tụ tín nên tư do tụ chỉ chân lọ cô mua tà thiệt do sợ do hồn đôi dân lấy ha để bé hu hạt để do sa đỡ hu chỉ do đôi nắng nhỏแต่是要sa đôi dân là chỉ sai to để một trâu sa trâu sa chỉ hu sa và nếu mua cho đá chỉ trong chỉ hu lợ còn nóยังđợi cái nến dài đợi sa cái nến dài là nếu mua họ cái thì đôi nắng nhỏ sa đôi nắng là do sa dân sorry let me see it's getting confusing right. So đôi dân, okay, san đôi dân, ya sa nếu mà có cái chỗ, đôi nén is sa để cho quan nén quan dài, để cho spirits, right? The spirits is the yin side. So the spiritual guides that are on the yin side, we also call it the đôi nén, which is in the or yin chân, yin ya chân đôi nén, right? Yeah, Ding Doyang. Okay, so then you guys get that. Just two words that are really in perspective is Ding is out here living. Doyang is in inner side or underside, underworld. Okay, Ding is the upper world or actually the middle world, right? And then up there, right, the heavens or the celestial heavens is only high lundu, okay, or no shondu undu sho yi, okay, dun chia dun du hu, okay. So that's what that one is the upper worlds. So when you're going into a shaman or you're going into your shamanistic healings and you're trying to do shamanism, you're trying to study shaman, you're trying to be a shaman, you're trying to be a healer, whether you are a healer of energetic energy healing, which is where you're working with the chi energy, or typically you should be working with the chi energy and not other energies, right? If anything else than the chi energy, then you are working with other types of energies. If you are working with the chi energy, then you are working with the inner energies, which is of the yin and the yang. But depending on the yin and the yang, we have multidimensional energies of yang, and we have multidimensional energies of yin, okay? Within these two sides of the yin and the yang, when you are a shaman or when you are becoming a shaman or a rising shaman, you're going to be experiencing or going through different levels of your journey. So the different levels of the journey goes into traveling in the yang and or the yin side, or both sides at the same time, and you're going to be retrieving spirits of the soul, okay? And some of you are going to be dealing with different yang energies, okay? And some of you will be dealing with some yin energies, which is of the dark or spirits, right? Dark spirits or light spirits. And you're going to be dealing with the yang energies, which is of dark people or tangible things or living things, or light people, right? Light-hearted people, dark-hearted people, right? So there's all kinds of different types. There's the light and the dark, but then there's also the in-betweens, okay? And if you're in between, if the ones that are in between, those are the ones that are going to be very hard for you to decipher. So you must know at least the yin and the yang first to know what is in between. And then what is also, because they can't live without one or the other, they're going to be fighting or clashing all the time. It's almost kind of like life. It is life, right? Life, you're always, when you're happy, you're not happy. When you're unhappy, then you want to be happy. So you're always drawn to one or the other, but you must have balance, right? The balance is the key to the yin and the yang. Okay, so I hope you guys are getting that of what I'm talking about today. Shaya, Shaying. So if I go deeper into the conversation of shaman and or shamanism, the different aspect of shamanic yin and yang, right? So shamanically, we are always focusing on the tangible, intangible, and the yin and the yang on the tangible, the yin and the yang on the intangible. So if you are not aware and don't know about this subject yet, perhaps you've already been fighting in it, right? As a warrior, as a healing warrior, or you're also been someone that is in need of healing and you've been looking for some kind of balance in your life, then you must find someone that understands the yin and the yang and how that works. And the best to come out in results is typically the ones that really do understand the energies of the yin and the energies of yang and how those dimensions play. Okay. The other thing is understanding or just coming into focus about yin yang and to really understand, well, also within the body, there's a yin yang, right? Within the underworld, there is a yin and a yang. Within the middle world, there's a yin and the yang. And the upper world or worlds, there's yin and yang as well. And there is something beyond the upper world or dimensions that have yin yang there as well too. So everywhere, if you look everywhere after this video, you will see there is a yin and a yang. So there's always an activity or no activity. There is always a masculine or a feminine energy that you're dealing with, whether it's in a thing, person, place, right? Or whatever it is that you're dealing with in the situation. There's a yin and a yang, there's a receiver and an initiator, right? An initiator and then a receiver. You're also dealing with light and dark all the time, right? Or middle, gray, right? If it's gray, then you have to get to one side. Otherwise, then it's you're in the dark, so to speak. You don't know how to decipher. If you're one that is emotionally in a yin yang situation, right? Fighting energies. And one is more than the other. So it's either more lighted, you're way calm, you're just everything is very calm and super calm. And that circle, the yin yang circle that has the two shapes in there, like they're going against each other, whether it's one way or the other, and they're always chasing each other's tail. So that is also kind of like the opposites attract. They are attracting each other at the same time. They're also fighting each other, though they can't live without one or the other. So this is how life is, guys. Life is like the cycle of the yin yang, okay? And if you don't understand yin yang, then it's going to be hard for you to get into balance. Or the opposite is to actually practice already the yin and the yang, and you don't know the concept, but you're practicing, right? And then now understanding the practical, the concept of the yin and the yang and how this all works. Shaya Shayen ya iko tin nên yo to cỡ gì là yo cỡ có cho vì hạt tiền yo chỉ bảo cho Shaya Shayen giống là gì thầu có một sĩ cái giờ con nên có dài thầu có một quan cái nên cái dài chỉ có yo sĩ cái lịch con nên có dài địa sĩ có yo chỉ bảo cho hạt tiền họ tự do họ gió họ tự do họ chỉ do họ tự do họ chân họ tự do họ chúa họ tự do họ đỡ họ tự do họ đu thì mà nó có yo only I get confused you're going to really have an unfocused vision or really not sure what to believe when you should believe in something there that's in the vision, right? So yeah, there có yo o kỹ năng cái dài, có yo ít tu tín năng yo sở năng sở dài. cho kế nên dài nếu mỗi họ kế cỡ cho sai dân giờ có lý khoan nên khoa chỉ khi rồi có cho sai dân là giờ thì có những đi thái là giờ thì mù cỡ chú cái chi hậu có lý khoan nên khoa thì chỉ có chỉ bảo thì sai dân là chỉ họ kế là họ kế có giờ tôi ở đây hay tổ chức cho cỡ lý tận thế nào okay this is to everybody. Warm blessings to all of you. And I just want to stop here and just say, Freeing Friday, Juju Chi. Type in the words Juju Chi for me. For some of you that have been typing warm blessings. There is going to be a donation link down there. If you guys want to donate to the channel, that would be great. That will allow me to continue to have these talks with you guys and spread some knowledge from my own spirit guides that I've been taught. Again, I'm one that was raised as my own shamanic healer. I did not have a teacher, a physical teacher out here. However, I did have a very close person that was my mentor, but she mentored some things and I always had to fight back and say, nope, this is not what I think. This is what you think. This is what I feel because my guides are telling me this. So we always went back and forth about stuff like that. And I will say that there is going to be conflicts in your spiritual journey. There is no doubt about that because you're going to agree with one thing and you're going to disagree with another thing with your, if the person is your true master in seafood, then you will continue to go with what they say and it's usually right. If the person is sort of like a mentor person, it's not really a seafood, then you will not have the continued agreements. It will be disagreement here, disagreement there, and agreement there. So it's going to be like this in your journeys. For some of you that are like for me, I didn't have a formal teacher or seafood. I was raised on my own. And I went through a lot of teachings in regards to my own spiritual guides. They were teaching me and I sat with them basically literally every day of my life for like 10 years or so, every day in meditation, 1 to 2 to 3 hours, depending on, and going through just a ton of downloads, a ton of teaching from my spirit guides. Okay, so this is the basics of yin yang and the basic. So I'll say this in Hmong. It is the basics of so sha ya sha yin, sha ya yin là do the đôi yin. So natally po hat the ne na yo xia ka tàu shadow the shadow yo xia ka tàu ja ya chỉ rong the ja ya rong li ta có yo chủ to bao cho sha yin mu to mu trâu ne na ít thành có yo to bao cho sha yin sầu đua yin nó có yo to bao cho sha yin hồ ne na đua yin thiệt hồn đua năng thiệt nữ cũng muốn nữ ít ne na thành là do thể ít khó dimension nhon đua năng thiệt okay so ya tiếng nó là bây giờ tôi ne nó mua cà phê sữa cho the consciousness một cái một bao tàu cho cái ne nó thả cho sha yin bây giờ bao chia tôi bây một khó tí năng thì bao chia hạt địa giờ li khó từ thì li khó từ thì li bao sai thọ bây sai cho bây giờ bao chia cho họ bây lưu là giờ bây thuộc khăn là giờ thì bây li quan nên quan dài tàu kia bây họ tiêu họ chỉ là bây thuộc khăn nên nó họ bây cho cái gì là giờ cho cái oni hay nhau họ bây lưu đó bây li quan nên quan dài thì li bao chia hạt địa họ tiêu họ chân họ chúa okay. That is very high on my standards is to know what is right, what is wrong, what is correct, what is incorrect, what is light, what is dark, what is good, what is evil. Okay, so one must be able to understand this very deeply on the soul level and beyond to understand healing, really. Because if you don't understand this basic format of yin yang, because this is where shamanism stems from. Also, yin yang stems from shamanism. Okay, so I just wanted to throw that out there. lấy chỉ bố hạt địa còn đâu ya khó tư còn đâu ya khó tư lấy phí sự chỉ tàu hạt địa khó chân ya khó tư khó chỗ ya khó tư ya chỉ mua sai ya sai dân ya chỉ mua quan nên quan dài là kia okay ít cho quan nên nên nó chỉ ya quan nên ya cho đá chỉ dùng lấy ya sai dân okay ít cho ya quan nên chẳng quan nên ya chủ cho nên ya cho sai đâu okay so sân sai ya để cho li quan nên quan dài là sai ya thế sai rộng đợi cho li quan nên quan dài một trâu sa nên chân okay so khó nói chỉ nên một trâu li nó that's all I wanted to kind of spread today on my knowledge to you guys on just this very basic level of if you are on a spiritual journey and have been on a spiritual journey and has not been taught this or has been very hard for you to understand what is light, what is dark, then you must start to study the yin and the yang side, okay? When you meditate, if it's just dark and there's no visions, there's no hearing, there's no clear hearing, clear vision, the clairvoyant, clear audience, clear sentience, and all the clairs of the psychic abilities, it doesn't mean that you don't have a special gift with your spirit guides or you don't have spirit guides. It does not mean that. It just means that you have to get there and you have to be willing to take the step and be willing to heal a part of you that has been stuck in your yin-yang clash, okay? And there has something that still needs to be balanced and some things that has to be healed in order for you to see, hear, have the clear hearing, right? The clairvoyance, the clear voice, right? To hear the clear voice, to clear sentience, clear audience, all the clears of the natural, gifts that you may have, and you may not know that you have yet. So you may have some or one or two that is going to be very clear, and then there's others that are not going to come through at all. And there could be a clear knowing, right? This clear knowing inside of you, you have a clear knowing. But most shamans will have the clear knowing. They won't be able to see, hear, or hear voices, right? Or see clearly, or any of the other clairs that are out there for the psychic abilities. You will not be able to do that, but you will have a clear knowing. And most people will typically have the clear knowing. There will be some, like a small handful, that will be clear seeing. Now we've just out into the last couple of years, and the younger generations, they're starting to have a lot of the clear seeing, okay, like vision, can see visions, or also the clear hearing. And there will be very few out there that will have all of the clairs, along with shamanic healing and shamanic ways of that teaching with the spirit guides, right? So only very few will have that special, all those special abilities in one. It's kind of like that cartoon, the Avatar, right? He has all the abilities of bending, okay? So I just wanted to tell you guys that's kind of a relative to the shamanic ways. And the shamanic ways, or being shamanic and having shamanic energies and gifts, is the origin of all other gifts, psychic abilities, energy healing, and whatnot, okay? So it's all shamanic because it goes deep down into being the mediator of spirits and souls, right? Of energy. And you're also getting some gifts in regards to the psychic abilities. The psychic abilities, some may have one or two or one. Some may have, all the different psychic abilities that are in existence, okay? So I just wanted to throw that out there. Juju to all of you guys, and warm blessings. I'm going to be pulling up cards here if you guys want to ask questions. I know that come in on the chat and chime in. I'm going to be pulling different cards here. If you guys want to donate, it's palaichi@gmail.com to PayPal. I take PayPal. I don't take Venmo. So it's PayPal, palaichi@gmail.com. I will do more of the cards, just cards only, maybe during the week here, and maybe on some Fridays, I'll throw that out. But today I just wanted to throw a couple cards out there before I go. All right. Remember, if you guys are watching, go like the live here. Go share it with people that really do need some information on this so that they can learn some more, so that they can be more intelligent when they go and do their healings. We shouldn't be afraid of other people doing, rising up as shamans. We should not be afraid of that. I'll say that many times. Because as I started my journey back in 2005-06, there was nobody on YouTube talking about shamanism at all. After a while, after we started out there, I started out there talking about some soul calling and soul retrieval, and started doing a ton of different things for different people, especially 95% being other races than Hmong. It's been a very interesting journey, and a lot of you rising shamans started to talk, started to get out there. So I encourage you guys to get out there, and start doing whatever you are in the purpose of doing. If you are naturally called, you are going to be in the top 1%. If you are not naturally called and you are chosen, basically you're choosing to be a shaman, and you don't have the urgency, but you still choose to want to be. Some of you may have sicknesses that you've gone through, like I have. I've gone through sicknesses at the age of 2 and gone through many paranormal activities. So I know exactly what you're going through. Then you will also be, some of you, in the top 1% of healers. But for some of you, it's going to take some time. It's going to take healing. It's going to take a studying, physical studying, mentorship, and guidance from your spirit guides to get there as well. Not saying that one is going to be good and the other one's not going to be good. You are really going to have to take your own chance and boost that, because you'll need that extra boost as you're choosing to become a shaman. Okay, you're choosing that because you have some urgency, but it's not enough to really push you every day to wake up and meditate. Okay, if you're not waking up every day, as you are in the learning process, and you're not having that urge or the feeling of urgency, then you'll need to get that urgency. You'll need to get that motivation. You'll need to get that extra boost. Okay. And you can very well be in the top 1% as well. But again, it's hard work. It's not easy. You don't become who you become, not just a shaman or a healer, but you don't become who you become by doing nothing, right? By sitting around waiting to see if your guides are going to come to you. Now, for those of you that's been called naturally, you can sit around, but you're not going to be able to sit around because they're going to push you to get there. They're going to push you to find out and to get knowledge from the universe. They're going to give you knowledge from the universe, whether you like it or not. So for those of you that have been called, that's how it's going to feel like. Like your life is going to be taken over by your spirit guides, basically. Okay. But you are definitely not, I want to say this too, you're not really worshiping your spirit guides, but you are in fact being side partners. Okay. They are a part of you and you are a part of them. I wanted to get that number one out there, because most people will have the wrong idea about spirit guides, and they have. And they've come to me, and I've also heard it from many people, even other shamans that are master shamans out there, that will talk about this differently than me. So I just want to put that out there, okay, that your guides are not who you worship, but who is going to help you, and that you need to help them too. So you guys are both working as partners, okay? So just want to clarify that if you guys have been getting the wrong idea, okay? And if you guys been listening to other shamans out there, other master shamans, for me, I don't want to call myself a master shaman, but my guides have guided me to call myself that. And when I did call myself that, I felt very, I guess, I don't know if it was embarrassed or if it was like I'm being not humble by calling myself master. So I debated with my spirit guides and saying to myself, is that really true? Am I supposed to call myself a master with that name and title? And am I worthy of that? And I asked myself that several times before I even put myself out there as a master shaman. But lo and behold, I couldn't not put myself out there. So then I had to do that. And that was through many things that I had to go through, okay, paranormally, intangibly, right, in the yin and yang side. So I just wanted to throw that out there to you guys so you guys can know and understand where I'm coming from. I don't just call myself a master, a shaman, because I want to, or because I'm being not humble enough or don't have humility. That there is a reason for that, and that reason only my guides will know, because they have told me several times, and if I didn't, then certain things would occur. So when I did, certain things didn't occur in my life. So I want you guys to know that other master shamans out there, the ones that call themselves masters, really do challenge them. You guys can challenge me too in regards to questioning, in regards to asking whatever questions you guys want to ask. I will try to understand and I'm always unbiased at what I do. So that's what my pure thoughts come from. If you guys follow me on Facebook, it's pure thought meditation is what I do. You go with the pure thoughts because those are the thoughts that are the most purest, that is not influenced by somebody else telling you or teaching you what to do. Okay. So on this yin yang aspect of shamanic aspect, I just wanted to throw it out there that there are ones out there that will say certain things and it is a 60-40%. I want you guys to focus on the 100 to 120%, or at least 99.9% of what can feel, at least to yourselves with your intuition, that it is true, that it is correct. Okay. So Ga Xiong says, how can one control the anxiety with these abilities, the fear, the unknown? Ga Xiong. Okay, so this is answering to Ga. I'm just gonna answer this right off intuitively, and or maybe ask guides too. I don't want to really fully say things, but sometimes I've gone through it enough that I kind of get the gist right from the spirit guides and from what's been going on. Most times I would typically say things and it will come through, the spirit guides will come through. So how can one control anxiety with these abilities? Gosh, I don't know about other people, but for you specifically, the anxiety, so in general, you don't control the anxieties with the abilities, okay? The anxieties has to be healed. They cannot be there still, okay? They have to be healed or somewhat healed, okay? So to a certain degree. So then your abilities can flourish, okay? So you cannot have anxiety and continue to have anxiety and work with your abilities. You have to clear the anxiety, heal them, or to a degree, right? To a certain degree. And then you can now enjoy your abilities. You can now accept your abilities. The easiest thing to think of when I see this question and the fear and the unknown, it's really your fear that's giving you anxiety, and then you're not able to enjoy your abilities. Okay. So I just want you to know that, God. Okay. The unknown, you don't know the unknown. No one knows the unknown. And the things that are coming in, the energy, the knowledge that's coming in, you don't know what knowledge is coming in, and that will come in. So you don't expect the unknown. You don't have anxiety about the unknown. You let it come and you face it off. And that will become your warrior, right? The warrior in you. So that's how you focus on that one. But you do need to get the anxiety out of the way, or at least mostly out of the way to a certain degree. And then your abilities usually will come through. Sometimes you cannot do this on your own, guys. if you have anxiety or depression, or you're stressing out too much about your spiritual journey. How to handle this is to go in your spiritual journey and don't stress about it, just to do it. Okay. Mary Tall says, what are other spiritual paths if not the shaman? Okay, so I am chosen, but the shaman path may not be for me. I've always considered myself to already be on the spiritual path. So Mary, sometimes the spiritual path is not the shaman path. You're not going to be a healer, but maybe, right, the spiritual path is taking you to a certain degree to understand your identity, to understand yourself, and to really know where your roots come from, and just to appreciate your roots, right? Okay, so it's just to find back, to retrieve back this appreciation of okay, and you may not become a shaman at all, but you will need to. But it's leading you there, right? You're sort of chosen to be in the shamanic path, right? And you may have shamanic guides, but will they come through eventually is the question that will come through more, or will show itself, right? It will show itself if you start to participate in your shamanic journey or in your spiritual journey. If you continue to participate in learning and accepting who you are, and accepting the identity, and finding out your roots, and actually being humble to your bloodline, right? So I want to talk about this mostly to Mary Ta. Everyone does have a general gist of this, like what I'm saying, okay? But there's something specific that I just mentioned for Mary. Okay, so Mary, if you didn't get that, then go back and watch it. Ban Dao Cha, can you pull a card for me? Okay, I don't have a question, but just curious what you see as of now. So Ban Dao Cha, here we go. All right, so pulling a card for Ban Dao Cha. So I got this card, Ban Dao, okay. I've been prone not to show my cards anymore. So Ban Dao, I got a really good card for you, and what this card is saying to me is that there's just some very loving things that you need to appreciate. It's coming into you. It's about self-love, really, Ban Dao. This is going towards your relationship with yourself. You've had some really tough times with your own relationship, with love relationship, okay? You've also been having, in the last 3 months or so, just some relationship things going on with family, intermediate family kind of things. And it's been really conflicting inside of you. And now I'm going to say it's the yin and the yang fighting against each other, and it's not being balanced in regards to just the energy that is around you, meaning family wise. Okay, if that makes any sense, Ban Dao, give me a juju chi and heart stars, whatever you guys want to throw out there on the emojis that is positive. I like positive things, and that's going to really shoot off or boost us, all of us, whoever's on with me on my lives. It's going to boost you guys on your positive energy. It's going to boost you guys on if you guys haven't been on with me, Juju Chi means Juju is good luck, and Chi is energy. So good luck energies. So the more that you guys type it in for me, the more that you guys say it and mean it, and are feeling this Juju Chi energy, the more that good luck energies will come into you. And I'm not just saying this, it is true. For those of you that has been on with me, has been continuing to follow me, and I appreciate all of that, okay? And sharing this video too, especially if you guys are in the shaman groups, go and share this video. I will say this here live on this video because so many people in the shaman groups, especially the Hmong shaman groups, they need correction, okay? There's many that needs correct information, and I can see that there's so much incorrect information or one-sided information that has been going on in those groups. So I just at heart feel for the rising shamans or the rising healers, or those that's just on a spiritual journey, being maybe more psychic in that, maybe not really shaman, but just psychic, more maybe psychic medium, more energy healer. It doesn't matter, right? I'm all three, so I understand where you guys are coming from all three angles, right? So I understand what's going on, and if you guys are getting or one-sided information or just incorrect information that has been taken, from here, from there, from wherever, and someone is trying to reiterate the information in the shaman group, then you guys will definitely know that that's not a natural shaman, that they got it from their spirit guides. They actually got it from another source, which is more physical, or the yang side, right? Shaya Ding the Shaya Ding the Tining the she. For me, I'm very big on getting the information from the pure thoughts, which is from the universe or the spirit guides that guides us to our benevolent paths. Okay, so Juju Chi to all of you, Pandao, if that makes some sense to you, I just know that there's a lot of self-love coming in that you're going to start to get into more, and that's coming in about, and you're going to be focusing on independence too. You're going to be focusing on yourself more, because it's been tough trying to focus on yourself for the last 3 months here. Okay, if that makes sense, Pandao Cha, just say yes, it makes sense, or something to that degree, all right, to that that's relevant. All right, so SV says, can you pull a card for me too? So SV, okay, I'm thinking that you're okay. So anyways, it's for SB. If your name is out here on SB, it's okay. I'll know, I'll know who you are. So here we go. A card for SV. SV, I hope you are on. All right, thanks for the heart. I'm loving the hearts. And even Bando has put yellow hearts for me. Yellow is a good color. It is a very, very motivational color, a very putting into self-independence color. Bando, hope you know that. Bando says, yes, it makes sense. So true, and excited for the self-love journey. Yes, warm blessings. Okay, so here we go, SV. Here's your card. Oh my God. I should have shown the other card, because this is the exact other card, like the other card. Exactly. Like, oh my gosh. I just can't, I should have shown the other cards so you guys can see it for sure. But anyways, SV, you're also going through the similar thing as Pandao Cha. Okay, but yours is going towards your love or romantic love. It is not more towards it is some towards yourself, but it is romantic love. And yet the same card, even though I shuffled it like 3-4 times, this same card comes out. Okay, I'm just gonna have to show this card. I hope you guys can see this. The Ace of Hearts. Okay, the Ace of Hearts did come out for Pandao Cha too. Okay, so it's so interesting. Things synchronize when you're having fun and when you're in your truth, right? Hope you guys understand this, the authenticity of being in your truth. Things always synchronize, and things always come out to just phenomenal results that you don't even understand and can't really comprehend at the moment in time. And then later on, if you guys have spirit guides or guidance and gifts, you go take a look, and it's just right there in front of you, the answer. Okay, so that's SB. SB, the love inside of your heart for trying to get in more into, how do I say, intimacy or love relationship, to gather that back, to rejuvenate that back, to bring that back into yourself, your life, is also a part of you loving yourself too. So that's coming in for you. Okay, so SV, I hope that makes sense for you, and that is also something that is coming up for you, SV. that you'll start to see in the next 2 weeks here, okay, more. And I love the part where you put the face with the hearts, because that is kind of in where you're at right now, SV, okay? So Animal says, how do we know which journey we're on, if shamanic or spiritual, or just a journey to finding more about ourselves, being told yes and no, you don't have guides? So Animal, if you're told yes and no, that means only some people can, or how should I say, whoever has looked into your sphere, okay, or your energy, the spirit guides, whatever it is. SB says, LL, thank you, with a exclamation. Love the 3 hearts that is pumping there. It's very active, so very young energy going on, SB. Okay, so Anna Moore says, how do we know which journey we're on? So Anna, you really don't know as you are you, okay, unless you have spirit guides that are telling you, hey, you are supposed to do this, hey, you're supposed to do that. So if you don't have spirit guides, then you don't know. And if you don't hear them, then you don't know. You just have a knowing. If you just have a knowing, then you have some inch about whether you're more shamanic, or whether you're more energetic, or whether you're more psychic, okay, in the abilities. However, you must find the right person to give you a reading, and something will show when that reading is correct, okay? So something's going to feel right to you. Something's going to come for you or come up for you in the reading or in the healing that happens. You'll start to feel some things in body if it is more shamanic. You'll start to feel something else if it's more of a psychic ability that's coming up for you at the moment in time. Not to say that just because you feel more psychic right now that it's not shamanic, because it could change through time. It could change through your spiritual journey. So because some people are more drawn to tarot cards and they're saying, okay, I really like to be a psychic, then they are not, doesn't mean that they stop their shaman journey, right? It could mean that after they become a psychic for like 10 years and they're doing psychic readings and stuff like that, that they finally get to the point where they're ready to intake their shamanic journey. So that could happen as well. For some people, they can have a knowing and be a shaman and not be psychic at all. But if they continue enough, their psychic abilities might come up too. So it goes both ways, okay? It is so flexible, you guys won't believe it, okay? So Anna, for you right now, all I'm feeling, Anna, is that you do have a shamanic journey. It is not just a spiritual journey in being a psychic or energy healer. Excuse me. I'm so excited to be telling you guys all this. So the shamanic journey is for you, Anna Moore. You must take it seriously, though. If there's ones that's told you yes and there's one that's told you no, you want to go back to thinking who's told you yes and who's told you no, and figure out, decipher right from wrong, incorrect from correct, right? Decipher. And I'll have another video about this, how to choose a reader, because then you want to kind of go with, okay, the kind of the person, how is this person, their character, their personality, what are they doing in their life, and then also, are they continuously practicing? It kind of goes into this, Anna, of who can be correct and incorrect. And also another factor could be, they may or may not see your guides at the time that you are doing the reading, and or the guides are not going to show themselves to a certain person during the reading. So there's different ways when you guys do readings on how to do a good reading and get a good reading, or healing from someone that is either they call themselves a psychic or a shaman or a master shaman, whatever they call themselves, a seer, a wizard. Just you have to still decipher at the end of the day. Okay, so Anna Moore, I'm just telling you right now, pure thought wise, okay, that you do have shamanic guides, and your spiritual guides are shaman in origin. And however, I do feel that you do have a psychic ability and that you're not fully using it and that you need to get into it more. So I won't look into that any greater or deeper, but I mean, if you want to, we can always do um, a 15-minute consultation over the phone or just a reading for you to know and have a gist of where I'm coming from. Okay. All right. So, okay. So yes, that is a good question. All right. So Yufin Sei Chao says, I need your help. So yes, hello, Yun Fin Sei Chao. I would say that the help Yufin is going to be more towards like a paranormal activity that has happened, and I know exactly what you're coming from. I can see that you have gone through some paranormal activities, and you're also going on a spiritual journey. But then, yet, I know that there's been a hiccup in this journey, and it's been so painful in a way where it's annoying. Okay, so Yufin Sei Chao, I hope that makes sense to you. Um, yes. And it's been really tough. So I would say for you, Yufin, go and schedule a 15-minute intro reading. Guys, I just want to announce out there that my intro readings are only $50, but it gets you and I to understand each other. It gets you to feel and know and experience my readings firsthand. For those of you that just heard about me and has never done an actual reading and healing with me, you will not know how it feels. And if you are hearing something else not good from other people, please do find the truth through really doing a firsthand reading or healing with me, okay? Or a conversation, a free consultation over the phone with me. All right, and follow my YouTube videos and actually like them and actually just not watching them. The 10 of you that are watching that I'm seeing right now, I have 7 people that are thumbs up. So I know that some of you are watching but don't want to like the video for whatever reason. That's okay. I'm not going to force you, but again, it's for your own good as well to just give your humility, being humble, okay, for information that is going to do you good in your life as you are watching all my live streams. And if you are watching all my videos and it's been helping, then go ahead and click on the subscribe button. Again, it's your choice. Okay, so all right, so warm blessings, all of you guys. I'm out here, and if you guys want me to do more lives or you guys want to do more videos, please comment down below on this video. Again, go subscribe, go share the video with shaman groups that are, there's innocent younger people in there that are really getting the incorrect information, and I really want to help those people. But again, I don't want to go out there to comment on those really toxic groups. Some things can be very toxic out there, so I don't want to be in that energy. Sometimes I will. You guys will see me comment out there, and I have when it's just really needed. But you'll see me here on YouTube, and so go and click the like button, the hands up for me, the thumbs up, and the subscribe. And of course, if you guys want to and will help me out on my channel, is to donate to palaichi@gmail.com. Okay. And then also the other thing is, if you guys want to follow me on Facebook, go out there, go read all the reviews out there. I have 40 some reviews out there. There's also some reviews on my website. Okay. Warm blessings. And again, let the truth be with you and let the correct the incorrect information. And for you to be more informed than you ever could be, as much as you can be. I know I'm not the only one that can inform you correctly or more, right? There is also other ones out there similar to me that will do that as well. But go out there and take up on your information and decipher correct from incorrect. All right. Warm blessings. I know we got off topic about the yin and yang information, but I hope that the yin yang also in this video and this live stream has helped you to understand yin and the yang more and to utilize that into your and integrate that into your lives, into everything that you do, into you know, your spiritual journey that you're going on as well, because you will need that down the line. We are also in for a big turnaround time in the world here. So connect with me on YouTube through the subscribe button. And so you guys can keep up with whatever I'm talking about. All right. Warm blessings from Master Shaman Palai Chi, and we'll talk to you soon, or we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.